Hey folks, this is Whisper Dale here, and folks, I have a problem. I have a problem that's been happening for a while, and I have to get it fixed. I have to get it solved and everything because it's becoming honestly ridiculous too much. So, you know, if you folks don't know, um, I've, you know, so originally, right, I was gonna do an AU video for you folks. My plan was today was to do an MOP infection AU since I know you folks mainly, love that so much, or that was, the main thing that you folks would come here for. And also, so I was gonna do an AU video, and then after that, go and hang out with my brother because we hang out on, Thursdays. That's the day, well, both of us, we, come together, the two of us, and we'll, get coffee or whatever, just spend some time, with each other and, kind of chat or whatever, that's what we do, that's the day that we set up for and everything. So I kind of try to take Thursdays, easier. And I'm honestly discouraged with myself with this because I woke up at noon yet again, or 1 or whatever. That's the time that I really try hard to not sway past or wake up by, because I feel like the day is already halfway gone. And it just sucks because it limits me into when I can record. It gives me less time on when I can, make videos and stuff and everything. And also, this wouldn't be too much of a big deal personally if I didn't have a dentist appointment tomorrow. I have a dentist tomorrow. I think it's just crowns or whatever that I'm gonna be put in, honestly. But still, nonetheless, I'm more so discouraged in myself because the day's halfway gone already, and I've stayed up all night yet again. It's honestly unhappy with myself. Um, there are some things I am proud of, like the stage 4 cover that I just, did, at least the first cover. I am really glad with that, honestly. I'm very pleased with that. But then, yet, I eventually was gonna sleep. I was originally going to sleep after posting that and then wake up, do a video or whatever, and then hang out with my brother, and then, maybe upload or, whatever, something. Or have that be on Friday or whatever. Just managing and stuff like that. And there may be something tomorrow depending on how my dentist goes. I may, have something. I just kind of get nervous and try to push that back because I hate talking when my mouth is numb, or, especially after the dentist, and I kind of try to be a little cautious, when it comes to the dentist, when it comes to kind of, speaking or whatever. I don't know if you folks have that or whatever, but that's just kind of me because I've always had dental work all my life. Anyway, I'm mostly just disappointed in myself, and I'm just honestly, I'm discouraged because I really need to get my sleep schedule in check. I really do, and the only times I don't sleep in is on the days that I work. So like on Friday or whatever, or Tuesday. When I work on Wednesdays and Saturdays, I will fall asleep at 10 at most, maybe even 11, whatever, and then I'll be sure to wake up on time. But I really wanna wake up on like maybe not the same hours or whatever, but at least by like 7 or whatever. I just want to get my sleep schedule in check so that way I can have more freedom within the day of when I can upload or not, when I can decide, when I can help out, if my dad needs something or whatever, just make my days much more useful instead of kind of half-assing it like how I have been, honestly. With this, with waking up at noon, and then now, since I don't have as much time to make videos or record or whatever, because I never do them at night. I mean, I could do them at night, but I don't really like to do it at night because that's when we're all trying to wind down and everything. I'm winding down for the day and everything, and besides, you know, my parents, my family are trying to wind down and sleep, so I try to avoid nights, because I'm just respectful that way. I know I don't technically have to because I'm 26 or whatever and I'm an adult, but you know what? I'd like to be fair. I really, really like to be fair, especially with a house I live in all my life and with family members and everything. I just like to be fair. It's a matter of respect to me. That yeah, I could do whatever the hell I want, but also we got, it's not just me here. And if it was just me here on some rare occasion, whatever, then it's a different story. But since, I have my dad, my mom, my brother, whatever, of course, other than Ghost, my dog, but that's really about it. It's, just kind of adds into we need to play fairly within this co-op game per se, and not just be selfish or whatever. But anyway, so yeah, I didn't want to make this video. Honestly, I really didn't want to make this video because I wanted to do an infection AU, but since it's later in the day now and everything, and I'm kind of unsure how much time that's gonna take, and plus I'm gonna hang out with my brother because, like I said, that's what we do, and I haven't done that yet, and I wanna, you know, upload something. And so I was thinking in my head as I was waking up today, and I figured, you know what, I just want to be honest here, and just sit down and address, not just to you folks, but a reminder to myself that I really need to get my sleep schedule in check and how important it is to have a good sleep habit and everything. So what I plan on doing is that after this video, I'm gonna set an alarm clock on my phone, and you know, even on the days that I wake up at my work or whatever, I'm gonna set those as that just as a habit and just as a reminder. Even if I wake up before the time, like I know I will, I'm gonna set them anyway. But I'm gonna set a timer, not timer, an alarm clock on my phone for a time to wake up. And when that happens, I'm just gonna force myself up, so that way the day can be more useful and everything. I'm also going to try to be more mindful of falling asleep at a more decent time at night, because it's important. And plus, like I said, it'll give me more breathing room during the day and everything. Because with the sleep schedule I have now, it's not working. I mean, sure, I'm mindful at work and everything because I have a job and everything, God forbid, but but with the rest of the days, it's just not working out. And the fact that it happened again today, this very day today, of the day's now kind of halfway gone, and now I need to figure out what I need to put aside to upload, in time for your folks and everything. And plus, along with some busy stuff that I have too as well, not just with Zach, but with staff person that I excuse me, do or whatever because of, DSPD services, stuff to do and everything, and trying to be more sociable out in the community and everything, or helping out with my dad, during the day with, you know, yard work or garage work, just there's always something and there's always, stuff, and I want to be, more useful, not just to my family and friends or whatever, but also to myself, and it's not like, sometimes it's an all day thing, but other times it's just, a little bit, just a two-man job, and I vary that on it, like for instance, like if I'm just going to be busy with my dad, I'll just be like, okay, let's just not worry about any videos, or if it's going to be simple or like big, then I'll kind of squeeze that in, just managing and stuff and everything. And the fact that I have a horrible sleep schedule on top of all of this just disappoints me, honestly, and it just limits me, and I'm tired of it. I really am, you know. I am glad I got my computer finally working again with this new HDMI cable, honestly, and I'm very pleased with my new Stage 4 cover, honestly. But yeah, but on top of those, I just need to get my sleep schedule in check. I really need to get my sleeping habits much better. This must end. It must. But yeah, my dad's still recovering, taking it easy. So that's why I'm softly speaking to you folks here and everything. But yeah, that's all I have to really honestly say and vent to you folks. Honestly, just overall, I just need my sleep schedule in check. I need to improve upon it, and I just need to get better sleeping. And even when I fall asleep at a decent time the night before, I'll just keep sleeping in again and again in the morning. Because it's weird, because I'll wake up, I'm too comfy to fully wake up, or I'm too comfy to, get up out of bed. So I'll just lay in those snuggle or whatever, and then I'll fall asleep again. And then it's even later in the day and so on. So yeah, I just need to I just need to fix this because it's eating away at me. It literally is in every way. But yeah, that's all I have to really say and vent to you folks, honestly. Um, there might be a video tomorrow. I'm not too entirely sure. It depends on how my dentist goes tomorrow. I think I might have it, but we're gonna wait and see. On that. And I definitely have more content planning on for you folks next week and everything. But yeah, I just wanted to. I just wanted to get this off my chest too, and I'm sorry for making a video like this. I tried to avoid not making videos like this, honestly. But yeah, I just need to get this in check. And I'm disappointed. Not a self beat up, but it's just discouraging. It really is. So anyway, that's basically what I have to really just say and talk about to you folks in this video here. So with all that being said and out of the way, thank you folks all so much for watching. Don't forget to hit the notification bell so you folks don't miss out on a future video or post I make in the future. And that you can always be kept up to date with the channel here and everything. And if you have any requests or suggestions that you want me to go ahead and do, be sure to tell me down in the comments. But anyway, that's all for now, folks. So with all that being said, be sure to leave a like, leave a comment, subscribe for more, and I will see you all sooner or later. Bye bye.